A few hours ago, I was just waking up when I got an email from another brother here on YouTube. A lot of you guys know him as Uncle Stu or Uncle Stu on the Block. And the email says this: I pray all is well with you. I just wanted you to know ARC has passed away. I just confirmed it through the Breakdown A Woman's Perspective Live. I know you have worked with him or alongside him before, so I just wanted you to know he passed away tonight, December the 1st, 2022. Praying for you and your family, Uncle Stu. So of course, I went around typing and trying to find out information. And I even went to Alan Roger Curry's YouTube page because, sometimes people can say different things, just like was the case when Kevin Samuels passed away. But I went to his YouTube page and I checked his community post, and he posted this 4 days ago. At the risk of being a wee bit petty, I am going to bring up a momentary debate I had last year with the leaders attorney regarding the issue of credibility when it comes to book authors and self-help gurus. Back on December 22nd, 2021, I made the prediction that Devon Franklin would suffer a loss of credibility due to him now being divorced, and consequently, I predicted that the sales of his book titled The Wait, A Powerful Practice for Finding the Love of Your Life and the Life You Love, would drop significantly. Okay, so anyways, I saw that. But then I want to play some other videos to kind of see the activity around Mr. Alan Roger Curry's death coming from this particular channel, and then I'll come back.
Rest in peace to Alan Roger Curry. He was an author, a father, a public speaker, and a professional dating coach. He created Mode One. He just had a baby like a couple of years ago, and he unfortunately passed away. He's a popular guy in the manosphere as well as a friend of Obsidian. Here's what Dr. Michael K. Blanchard had to say about it on Twitter. Rest in peace, Noop, with 3 red diamond emojis. Hashtag Alan Curry. Glad to have had you on the Teachers podcast this year. And he posted a link to the video on YouTube. Please say RIP in the comment section. Click thumbs up so more people see this video. RIP to him. He has I think they just got married. Didn't they just get engaged in like 2020 and they had the baby and everything? Make sure you click thumbs up and say your RIPs. First Kevin Samuels, now this.
So we heard that also. So Dima, rewind! So it was 2017 when, of course, I had got across to Obsidian. Actually, I believe Alan Roger Curry was not 2017, it was 2016. When I first met Alan Roger Curry through the Obsidian Media Network. And in that year, 2016, I was introduced to a few people on YouTube through Obsidian. One was Donovan Sharp, another was Ron Wills, and then Alan Roger Curry. All 3 of them I've worked with directly because that's my founding base of the now defunct NegroManosphere.com. And Alan Roger Curry really helped us here in the Black Manosphere community. He helped develop a lot of the writings and ideas that other dating coaches have also used, like Alpha Male Strategies, Steph's Code. So his Mode 1 approach, which is basically being a direct game coach, was significant. He was far more intelligent than I believe most of the dating coaches and most original. He also was an excellent student at the University of Indiana. His father was the first black chiropractor, or one of the first 5 in the state of Indiana. So Alan Roger Curry came from a very successful black elite family, and he was an honor student at the University of Indiana, even dropping out of the MBA school, which is a very good program. So he's a very talented man, a very strong use of the English language. But Alan Roger Curry, he flourished in the Black Manosphere community. He did. He had some little, beefs and stuff like that. But he got on with the 21 convention, I believe in 2017, which at that time was the #1 men's convention in the world. I still believe it is. But me and Alan Roger Curry had a little bit of a falling out, which I don't want to really get into that because it's more or less about him. But the falling out was not as bad as Donovan Sharp, but it was so bad that, I booted him from the site, and me and him never spoke anymore professionally. And, I didn't really have an issue with the guy. He even cites me as being one of the reasons that he was successful here on YouTube. He told me that he made some of the most money he ever made in his life after meeting me. But I kind of want to talk about him. And as far as him being, a very talented guy, a very successful guy, a very bright guy, one of the more talented guys associated in the red pill space. But now here's the issue that I believe that I've had with Alan Roger Currie is that, I didn't make it right with him before he passed, and vice versa. We had very conflicting personalities, but Alan Roger Currie, I generally liked the guy. He was a guy that was very instrumental in, the manosphere community, especially for black men and men of all races. He reached, I would say overall a greater market than most of the coaches that were the black coaches have reached. And then also he recently was married to a younger lady and had a child. I didn't know that Alan Roger Currie suffered severely with diabetes. And if that was the case, I'm not sure how he passed, maybe hypertension. But he was a young 59 years old and just active on YouTube just 72 hours ago. He was commenting to his own posts. So he died. I don't know if it was unexpectedly, but he was still posting recently. So what does this really have to say about this? I just want to say, you never know when your time is, and I've been thinking about this all day. I lost Kim the Comic in December 24th of last year. Right after that, we lost Kevin Samuels. Then within this time, we've lost Alan Roger Currie. So the red pill community has lost two people, very instrumental. I would even say Alan Roger Currie is very instrumental in the ideologies of a lot of people. I mean, even Alan Roger Currie and Kevin Samuels had a little thing going on, especially with the term possibility of sex. And I'm gonna, bring out a story right now. Storytime music. So Kevin was a funny guy. Him and Alan Roger Currie had a little bit of a issue going on. And he called me one night. He says, "O'Shea, I'm going to use Alan Roger Currie's term tonight." I said, what's the term? He said, "The possibility of sex." He was like, "Listen, ain't I been sitting here all god dang day trying to figure out how I can do my broadcast and using something else, but I just can't use something else." Obviously because him and Alan had a little bit of an issue, right? They're both from the same fraternity, but he's like, "But Alan talked a lot of shit about me, so I'm just going to use his term tonight. But, I'm not going to give him credit," right? it was funny. I can say it now that both of them have passed. And so that night, Kevin Samuels uses the term possibility of sex. And oh my God, Alan Roger Currie, he was going off a tangent and things like that. And you know what I'm saying? And of course, Kevin had given him credit before, but they kind of fell out. But he still used that phrase that night. And it was funny because Kevin got a really big kick out of him being pissed about it. But I would say he was a good brother. He really helped develop the space. He helped develop a lot of the writing and the blogging that was going on in the black manosphere. People like him, T.S. Johnson, he was an articulate writer. He's a great writer. Matter of fact, not even just one of the best I've seen in the dating space, regardless of black or white. And I do want to give him his flowers. I'm very apologetic that me and him did not end on better terms. I really wish that we did now that he's passed. And I don't know how to really take it. I would just say that I really do thank him. I thank the contribution that he's made to the manosphere. And I wanted to say that Alan Roger Currie wanted to bring men and women together. He wasn't one of these people that really disliked women. He liked men and women to be together. He took a lot of criticism when he got married, but that's what he wanted. He wanted men and women to be together, just like Kevin. And both of them were trailblazers in this space. I'm so thankful for both of them. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Be sure for all that you do, subscribe, hit the bell. We're out.